What's going on, y'all? It's the tabloids. I'm so Girl, I'm telling y'all, these people are some of the most delusional people y'all will ever meet ever in this damn TV situation. I swear to God. That boy said, I keep you in the tabloids, babes. We keep you in the tabloids. Okay. We're doing Bad Boys reunion, y'all. This reunion was very, very hectic. Natalie was getting on my nerves a little bit. A lot of it. Okay, this reunion. Now it starts off with really a lot of them going to a lot of the boys going on the other side because it was a jump set. This reunion was like hashtag jump set. We end up seeing Shotty jump on the other side to get Jada at one point, and then that ant goes and jump. Let me tell you about that ant. He is a grasshopper. Okay, that is a grasshopper like no other. He's skinny and fast. That's a bad combination. That nigga moves so quick, it's not even funny. I'm talking about Prince, Michael Jackson. Who else was fast dancers? Freaking Tina Turner. They ain't got nothing on that Alpha Ant because that nigga be shimmying across the stage the way that he be moving. He's shocking and driving the security. The security just couldn't keep up. Okay, so he hop on over there. Security putting him to the side. Here comes Natalie. Oh my God. You guys are going to sit down, okay? Sit down, okay? No other female host would be dealing with this, would be sitting right here. So you guys are going to sit down or else. Isaiah, poor Isaiah. Isaiah trying to tell him to sit. They not listening to him either. He's like, sit. Isaiah, they not listening. Isaiah, they not listening. Natalie, give Janisha her job back. It's okay. Just give her job back. Just give that lady her job back, Natalie. Because Natalie didn't even want to be there. Like, if we're going to keep it back, she didn't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was like, next, I'm bored. Every 2 seconds, next, I'm bored. Like, okay, girl. Like, I mean, my God. And sometimes Isaiah would be trying to ask the question, and then I'm bored. Nah. Like, come on now. Like, that's crazy. Like, I get, of course, not staying on one topic because it could be like exhausting and it can be like repetitive, but that's where the editors come into play, babes. They could cut it out because if you don't make sure a topic plays out completely, that's how you get great reality TV moments, and especially when it comes to the reunion. Okay, you kind of let certain arguments play out because that's where you get them little quotables. You get what I'm saying? Like, we would have never been able to get "we see each other" if Andy didn't let Nene and Candy keep arguing. We would have never gotten shut up, Portia. You don't have a in your mouth, so you don't even know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, those things we would never get out of Zeus because they so quick to move on. They be cutting every 2 seconds to squabble. Like, you get what I'm saying? So just like, so we end up having it where they kind of get them to calm down. Lynx finally sits down, crisscross applesauce. And then that's where they start asking, Noah, how you're doing it or whatever. Mind you, before that happens, we see CS behind the scenes. CS is just like, man, these niggas look a mess. These niggas look a mess, man. These niggas look a mess. You let him come out with headgear. I just blew my face up the other day. Y'all gonna let him do that? Like, that's crazy. Okay, he bent like a corner girl. Now, CS, you still gonna go with that lie that you had a firework in your eye? Please, somebody socked you, and it's okay, babe. You got socked. You got socked, dude. That's what happened. Can't nobody convince me otherwise. I think Jada socked him in the eye, and that's why Jada's energy was a little off. I think he felt bad. I'm saying, because y'all noticed the way Jada was acting in this reunion, it was really off. It really was off. Like, something about him his energy was completely off. So I feel as if him and CS got into it, and he's like, you trying to say that you don't want to be with me, CS? Like, that's what you trying to do? Huh? And CS is just like, man, like, leave me alone. Like, Jada, you know what it do. Like, you feel me? Like, I like everything. Like, I like what I like. And then Jada like, oh, that's what it is? I'm going to show you how to fight for your community. Bow! And then he socks him. That's what I really think happened. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think happened. I really do think he got socked. Like, I don't see it to where he like that whole situation happened. Like, it's just like it doesn't make sense to me at all. It just doesn't make sense that basically he ended up getting a firework directly in the eye. Because my whole thing is, if you get a firework in the eye, once your eye explode, why is it just the skin around the eye? Like, what happened to your actual eye? Like, wouldn't you go blind? So it just doesn't make sense. So Isaiah starts asking Noel, he's like, hey, how you doing or whatever. He's like, oh, I'm doing good or whatever. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Okay. Next thing you know, Corey's just like, he's just staring at him like Corey hops over there. He's like, that. He just started trying to sock on him. He's trying to sock on him. They separate them. And then Noah's like, oh, you're mad. You're mad. You're mad. So they sit them both down because Isaiah and Ellie and them, they're like, what happened? Like, I thought y'all two were together. I thought y'all two were together. Anybody that does keep up with the blogs, we all know they fell out. Now, I don't know if they knew this or they just wanted them to speak about it, but like, if you do keep up with some of the Bad Boys tea, a lot of us knew this. Like, they were once fake dating, whatever they want to call it, and then they did fall out because they were talking crap to each other online. Now, Noel says he was trolling him, but he only did it to keep him in the tabloid. And that's where my issue lies. A lot of you guys need to really stop thinking you guys are like Beyonce or something, because the tabloids is not Zeus hottest tea. That's a blog page on Instagram. The tabloids are the National Enquirer, TMZ. You know what I'm saying? What else? People Magazine, the New York Times. Okay, Baddies Tea Inc. That's not a blog. That's not a tabloid. Like, y'all really need to stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, please. I couldn't believe he said that. Like, that really gagged me when I saw that on the trailer. I was like, this man really just said this. Girl. And my whole thing is, I feel like he's to me one of producers Pepe, Noel, and to me a cloud chaser. Because I remember one time he went live, he acted like he was doing pot of donuts. It was really weird. Like, Noah to me has done he's weird stuff. Like, I noticed some stuff he does online. He's very weird with some of the stuff he does. I don't get it and I don't understand it. But hey, a lot of the Zeus people, I don't understand the stuff that they do. Which, by the way, the other day I get a random following from Banger after you said all that stuff online about me, as if I just forgot. You see what I'm talking about? They very strange people. That's all I keep my distance from them. Like, they very strange people. I'm telling you, like, I just don't get it. You call me everything but a child of God. Usually I'm gonna just be like, oh, no. Okay. Anyways, after that happens, they end up moving on because Natalie's just like, so you guys came on my tour, huh? You guys came on my tour. Did you guys hear that? My tour. I'm like, okay, Natalie, we hear you. Natalie had to make sure that like we knew she had a tour. You know what I'm saying? We knew she had a tour. You know, so she's like, y'all, you guys came on my Live Nation tour, huh? Yeah, my tour. And you guys were together. So like, what happened? So no, Corey was basically telling him like he don't like the cloud chasing stuff that he did, trolling him, and he basically said, "I'll be a bigger star than you in 10 years." And I really do believe it. I like Corey from this season. I feel like he has a personality outside of just fighting, and I think that's what really makes you a star. I kind of hate this new age of thinking now to think like because you're a great fighter that you're a star. I don't get how that makes you a star unless you're trying to be a boxer. That's you're a star boxer, but you know how to fight don't make you a star. And it's like these younger generations watching these shows, they think that's the way to get famous and be a star. It's to be the best fighter. When that's not the case, babe, you can't put running phase on your resume. I don't know how much times I gotta say this. Like, that doesn't make you a star. But to me, the reason why I say Corey, to me, I could see him manifesting that, making that true because he actually has a personality and he has charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Okay, that's what RuPaul be saying. He's see you next Tuesday. Okay, and I do see that in him. So I feel like it's going to end up being true, to be honest. So he basically was like, F you. And now it's like, y'all not going to move on? Or like, y'all not going to square up or anything or and leave it at that? And Corey was just like, no, like, it is what it is. And they kind of moved on from that. What gagged me is when Corey, he turned around, he shook his Big W cakes girl. He said, bop, 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 bop. I gagged, okay? Isaiah J. Mouth was to the floor, girl. He was like, that was funny to me. I'm sorry, because it was so unexpected, and none of them was expecting him to do something like that. So that really did gag the girls when he just took down his pants and just started shaking the girl. So Lynx and Corey ended up making up because they were like, okay, like what's going on between you and Lynx? Like, are you and Lynx cool or whatever? And then Corey like, no, I ain't got no problem with Lynx. Like, we good. Blah, blah, blah. So then they kind of like hug it. I was so scared they was gonna start stopping. Oh my god, oh my god, he gonna sneak you, Corey. He's gonna sneak you. He didn't sneak him though. So they ended up hugging it out. So they're like, oh, so you okay with the whole dress thing? So Lynx come out. He's like, oh, wait a minute. I got something, nigga. I got something in my back pocket. He comes out with the dress ripped up, and then he drops it at Corey's foot. Corey's like, is this voodoo? I ain't gonna lie, I'm paranoid like that. I would have thought the same thing, boo. Like, don't you trying to do a little return to sender or something like that to me? Like, what's that? I ain't, you feel me? I would have felt that way too. Like, So then CS comes out. CS, he should have sat this reunion out. I mean, his eye was so bad, like black. I told y'all the entertainers already put me on game. So like me watching this reunion, I guess that's why it's not as like enticing how it usually is. Cause now I kind of know it before I see it. So I knew the whole injury thing because the entertainers had told me. So when I seen him, I'm like, oh my God, like he needs some milk. Like, CS should have sat this one out, maybe. So they bring out CS is done or whatever. So they start asking him, they're like, hey, like, why everybody got a problem with you? So CS is like, oh, it's because I'm the prince. I'm the prince. That's why. So here comes Lynx. He's like, because you was giving it up. Yeah, yeah, clock it. You was giving it up. That's what you was doing, nigga. Yeah. So then CS is like, what? Like, you delusional. He like, and you have mine in your mouth. And you have mine in your mouth. Now what? Clock it. He started going crazy. CS was so embarrassed. But CS, you and Lynx was cozy. No cozy. You get what I'm saying? You and Lynx were very, very cozy. Okay. So then Corey comes with the alley-oop and kind of sneaks CS without him looking. Isaiah and them talk about, no, why would you do that? No. He snuck him and ricocheted his brain. That's fair game. I would sneak you to the day you, period. Because y'all understand, Corey really could have got not unconscious and not been here right now. Like, he kicked him to the point where he and did one of those. So, babes, no. Sis, you need to keep your head on a swivel. You and your firework eye. You get what I'm saying? Like, no. We're not gonna do that. I don't feel like that's fair to like, hold people to other sneaking standards and others don't. No. Okay, I didn't see nothing wrong with what Corey did. So then they start to figure out, they're like, oh, who's sleeping with who's sleeping with who. Check the start is like, oh, I'm not sleeping with nobody. I'm not sleeping with anybody. No. Okay. No, I was like, he says to sleep. Everybody effing everybody. Everybody effing everybody on here. Everybody effing everybody on here. Now, I feel like what would have made the show a lot more interesting is if we were able to see some of the behind the scenes type of stuff in regards to them messing around with each other. I feel like that would have made it a lot more entertaining. So it's kind of sad we didn't get that. So they end up bringing John out with his headgear. I find it so annoying. I keep saying this, that they let him squabble with his headgear on, and none of the other boys were allowed headgear. If anybody should have been allowed a headgear, it would have been Sis. Besides Pootie, because of his injury, only because of his eye. He had a firework eye. firework eye. So I would have not been as upset. But John, ain't nothing wrong with your burly ass. Like, I'm so sick of him. Y'all know I don't like him. So it's just like Big Burly being able to have that to me was crazy. Like, that's just unfair. Y'all allow Big Burly to have that. But hey, I'm telling you, I feel like Big Burly screwing somebody behind the scenes, like production or something, like one of Ashley Washington's PAs or something. I don't know. Cause it's like it just don't make sense how that was allowed. And this is why I feel like Janisha should have been there instead of Natalie, because Janisha would have called it out. Janisha would have been like, no, John, that is not fair. Because you know how she get when she get to yelling. That is not fair how you guys allow him to wear the headgear. None of the other boys have a headgear on. You have CS over here about to pass out because of his eye. John needs to take off the headgear. Like, she would have made it the thing. Some of y'all don't agree with that, but I feel like she would have said something. Janisha gonna speak up when she feels something, okay? Sometimes they just end up cutting it out. Just like when she didn't cuss out Rolly, but she called out Rolly. She said, Rolly, you are twice slim size, okay? And then she was like, no! Uh-huh. They cut that out. But she said it. I heard it my damn self, and I still got the audio. So try me if y'all want to. Some of y'all don't know what y'all be talking about. That's the problem. Uh-huh. And y'all notice they cut Sydney Starr from the whole reunion. I'm here for it. And the reason why is because Sydney deserves no light in the light of what she did. Okay? Babes, you messed around with a minor, you deserve minor things. Okay? No camera time. Okay, I'm not mad at it. I feel like Zeus really did the right thing. I feel like had they let it, had they didn't cut out her part for the rest of the reunions, I feel like the audience would be very upset because a lot of people feel a lot of ways, rightfully so, about what Sydney did. So Zeus did the right thing. Okay. Now, CS ends up getting into it with John. They end up squaring up or whatever. And to me, I just will never give or pick a side between those two because those two go back and forth. When CS get drunk, he get to talking and mess around with John. When John get in his feelings, he get to mess around with CS. So those two go back and forth all the time. I just don't like the headgear part of it because it's not fair. They separate them and CS is backstage. CS looked like he took some of Check the Star's makeup and put it on. That's how bad it was. The lip was bloody red and then the eye was black. I'm like, you look more of the Joker than Check the Star do. Like, it was so bad. Security was like holding him and grabbing him. He's like, let me breathe. Where's Batman? Ah! Like, he was just so upset, like very, very upset because he wanted to breathe. He was feeling like security was like really all on his body like that. Here come John. F his grandma. F your grandmama, F your grandmama, F your grandmama. He kept bringing up F your grandmama. Isaiah like, stop it. Natalie like, stop it. Let me tell you something. John, he is asking for like some wild spiritual warfare doing that stuff. I'm telling you, keep poking at the dead and bringing them up, especially in a nasty way. Things happen. I'm telling you, me being Haitian, I done heard some things, babes. That's like the worst thing you could do is you keep saying it and you saying it, and you never know what people are into. So it's just like, I don't know why he keeps doing that and he thinks it's cute. But one of these days, I'm telling you, something really bad gonna happen to John, and it's gonna be spiritually because he keeps doing that. Like, that's not funny to me. Like, I never found it to be funny. It's not a key, and to me, it's like this is how you know he's not an intelligent person because if your only read is to talk about somebody's deceased family member, then you don't even know how to read. You're not a witty person as much as you think you are because you're talking about somebody that can't even defend themselves. How about you read me? You get what I'm saying? Like, how about you read the people that are alive? He can't do that though. But that kind of shows the type of person that he is, to be honest. That's why for the ones that be supporting John, I'd be rolling my eyes at it. To be honest. And before I say, oh, but you like Jada, I didn't like that Jada brought up Noah grandpapa. I still don't like the fact that he did that. And I still do think it has to do with the fact that he did not have a great relationship with his grandparents. As much as he denies it this reunion, I think he's a liar when it comes to that situation. I think it's because of his grandparents that they didn't care for him, so he don't care for other people's. Straight up. That's what I feel like it has to really do with. Okay. So there's that on that. They take Sis backstage for him to take a breath, y'all, and he's just huffing and puffing. So we get to talking about the grandpapa, okay? So Noel is just like, me and Jada was cool, but like we went to the premiere party and then he came back and on my flight back, he started talking about me, he started talking about my grandpa. So I just feel like that was really fake of him. Da, da, da. Jada get up, he's like, so you want to fight for your grandpa? Fight for your grandpa. Like what you want to do? Fight for your grandpa. This Jada. So he stand up. Noel stand up. Noel was doing a little bit good at the beginning, but then Jada got him at the end. I said, damn. Revenge for the grandpa. You know what I'm saying? He almost got him, but yeah, you're he got him. Now Isaiah asked him, like, hey, do you think it's because of your trauma and stuff you went through? He says no. I don't believe him. People that are usually rejected by their parents and or parental figures, whatever you may call it, they usually feel a way when you have a great relationship with your parental figures or people that are in your life that is family. That's just facts. I've seen it. I've experienced it. They don't like it. Okay? It makes them feel like, why them and not me? So I feel like it has a lot to do with that, regardless of how much he wants to lie about it. They end up bringing out John. John ends up getting into it with Jada. A lot of y'all are like, oh my God, that's what Jada get. Okay. To me, I feel like the only reason why he started knocking in and out of consciousness is because John likes to body slam people. Like he's a wrestler, a football player, a linebacker. Okay. You feel me? Him and his burly back he did sock the heck out of Jada. Don't get me wrong. He was socking the heck out of him. But where he started to go in and out, I don't think was because of his punches. No shade. It was really because y'all heard the drop. Y'all heard how loud that was. Jada hit his head. That's why that nigga was going in and out like that. Because when has ever John's punches did anything to nobody that make them like that? Please. Like y'all give John too much credit. Him and his headgear this ring. It's blowing me. I'm like, oh my God. Like, of course, somebody with headgear is gonna fight to their max ability. Because guess what? They're not feeling nothing. And even with that, Jada still kind of gave him a bloody lip. So it's like, girl, bye. Like, I was so happy when that person in the audience read John. I'm like, get him for me. Okay, him and his colored contacts. Which, by the way, who wears colored contacts in 2026? And y'all gonna say Corey does too. A straight man wearing colored contacts in 2026. That's interesting. So they end up taking Jada backstage. Child, that scene was so scary. I was like, oh my God. Scary in the sense of like, you could tell the paramedics and the medics backstage, they thought that Jada was a goner. Okay, son, he a goner. They thought he was a goner. Cause the way that they were like trying to grab him, they're like, Jada, wake up, Jada. Jada, wait up. They trying to like really get him so he could stay up. And he's just like, he going in and out. I'm like, see, I'm telling you, Zeus, they just manifesting death, girl. They are manifesting it, girl. And of course, here comes John. F your mama, F your grandmama, F your mama, F your grandmama. So now, not only you doing it to more than one person, you mocking multiple dead people, and you think that's not gonna catch up to you? I'm telling you, like it's gonna be so bad for John one day. He gonna wake up like, damn, I should have not said some of the stuff I did about these people there, folks. Okay. So then Chet the Star at one point gets up and he's just like, so like cozy, me and you good? Cause like, what's up, man? Like, what's up? We good? Cause it's like, I made a song because I want to be on Live Nation. You hear me? I want to be on Live Nation. I want to be on Live Nation, right? Which, by the way, on Twitter the other day, I seen Check the Stars check. I gagged. I said, "Oh my God!" You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna see this, girl. I saw this. Ooh. No shame for the girls that know. Okay, it kind of gagged me a little bit because I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So after that ends up happening, they kind of calmed the whole situation down. Cozy said Cozy was basically not wanting to get into it with him over that whole situation at all. And they, of course, take some stuff from the audience. You had two people defending John, but then you had that one girl that read him for Phil. Child, so Natalie decides it's time to bring back some new boys. I mean, some more boys. She brings out, well, it was supposed to be Landon, Pootie, and Island Boy, but only Island Boy comes out. Island Boy looking like a punk drill sergeant. So He comes out there, military hat and all, girl. And here come Alpha Ant. I done told y'all, he's like a grasshopper. He joking. But Olive was sort of getting him. But when you doing pot of donuts before squabbles, of course you're gonna be able to get your opponent. I just feel like that's not fair. That to me is another thing that's crazy. Y'all allowing these niggas to be on substances before fighting. I with no powder head. That's crazy. You automatically are going to have more energy and strength than me because you are on a substance, allegedly. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? You on super creatine. I call powdered donut super creatine. Like you want extra super creatine, girl. XXL creatine. I'm not you. That to me is crazy. So then Shotty goes for it. He's sort of getting Shotty too. And then we see backstage, Corey, he kind of updates banging stuff as to what's going on. And then they let Jada know, hey babe, you're gonna have to go to the ambulance. The ambulance? Yeah, the ambulance. You had to go to the ambulance. There was one shot of Landon. He had like he had like extra Vaseline on his face, and y'all, it was so funny because the security guard was like looking at him like, nigga, why you got all this Vaseline on your face? Anybody that don't know him for Not TV, that's his specialty. He got tights and then a bunch of Vaseline, cocoa to be exact. So they put Jada in the ambulance, and then Island freaking Banger is like mocking. He's like, this is what you get when you mess with the big banger. God humbled him very quick because that same night, Landon hit you with that metal chair. So just like you can't be laughing at people's misery or their downfall. So, you know, he ends up going away in the ambulance. They take Jada away in the ambulance and stuff, which Zeus made the right call with that because the fact that he was knocking in and out of consciousness, he had a concussion straight up. So they did do the right thing. And shout out to Zeus for making that right call because it's like we're not trying to watch people be unalived on this network. Like that's not entertaining. If we want to do that, we go in the hood. I know plenty of them. You can watch them. You got 24/7 unaliving. You get what I'm saying? You just sit in your car and just watch. Shoot out here, shoot out there, drive by there. Straight up. Like we're not trying to see that. Okay. So then we back on stage and they start talking about this whole premiere situation. And Shotty was basically like, why did you do what you did to me or whatever? We were supposed to be cool and all that. Like you kind of switched up on me. Island Boy's like, man, I don't care. We're not friends. Okay. It's okay. We're not friends. I don't really give up about you. Fuck you, ho. I don't care. Okay. So Island Boy is basically like, he not really messing with him like that. And the next thing you know, they end up bringing Landon and Pootie out. So they bring out Pootie and Landon. Pootie starts fighting. No, I remember who Pootie was fighting, but Landon starts fighting freaking Lynx, and they get down to the ground or whatever. To me, Lynx was kind of winning that. Lynx was like, man, you slippery too, nigga. You so slippery. They separate them. Landon go to the other side. He get the twerking. Girl, I cannot stand when people skinny like that twerk. Like, sit down. What you shaking a bag of bones for? Like, girl. I cannot stand that. That like irritates me when I be seeing it. Like, what are you shaking? Legs? Like, Landon, sit down, like girl. Man over there shaking bones. So he get to like twerk it or whatever. And then they end up doing like a 2-on-2. So it's Landon versus freaking Ant, and then Shotty versus Pootie. And to be honest, Pootie, you know, he was doing like his big one, and then so was Landon. Okay. So I will say that you got to give him that. And shout out to Pootie for even getting out there with that jaw, because you still, the smoker's hole is still there. So apparently the smoker's hole started to open up. So this about the only squabbles y'all gonna really see because they don't get into it with the banger. Okay, so that was pretty much about it, to be honest. Let me know what y'all think down below about this reunion. It did have its funny moments, I will say that. And shout out to them for kind of like making sure certain situations didn't go too far. Like for instance, the Jada thing. Cause I'm telling you, like one more hit, it would have been over. And guess who's slamming again? John. That's how he did that to Jada. Cause next episode, you see he's doing that to who? Island Boy. He slammed him to the floor again. That's his signature. He'll slam you to the floor. Let me know what y'all think, and we are babies.